If you go on to enjoy the video, do me a favour and hit that like button. It really does help out the channel a lot. And through Team of the Season, we are going to be doing a hell of a lot of player reviews. And of course, if you need any coins to get you through Team of the Season, head over to u7buy.com. Through Team of the Season, they are doing a pretty big promotion. 15% off when you use the code TVM at checkout. The link is in the description. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. It is, of course, Team of the Season. Benzema. If you saw 6 PM yesterday, you will have seen that I got myself Karim Benzema from the, what was it, the 85 La Liga pack, I think it was the player pick. I've had a choice of Gerard Moreno or Benzema, obviously taking Benzema. He's come down in price quite considerably since then, to be fair, but that's not really a surprise because obviously a lot of people will be packing these type of cards and selling off the ones that they have, etc. I think he's come down by about 200,000 coins in that very, very short space of time. This card on paper reads as possibly one of the best cards in the game. There are definitely a few issues that, well, no, maybe not a few, but there's obviously going to be that one sort of talking point, and that's going to be the mobility of Benzema. The rest of it, I don't think is really up for debate. You can turn him into a 98 rated player, whether that be striker, centre forward, or cam. I think maybe even left wing, left forward type thing as well, with a chem style. So, I mean, there's not an awful lot going against Benzema here. The 4-star, 4-star, not going to moan about it at all. Normally I do. You know, normally I'm like, oh, they could have given him 5-star. Would it have killed them? But 4-star, 4-star is bang on. Low defensive work rate means he's never going to track back, which is what you want in a striker. And then, of course, medium attacking. Yeah, it would be nice if it was high attacking. Is it really that, like, worth mentioning? No, it's not. There's nothing wrong with it at all. Average body type, and then 6'1". I think if he was 5'10", 5'11", yeah, he'd be good and he'd probably have more agility and more balance. However, he'd lose a little bit of what he's really good at and what he's all about. So I'm actually not upset at all that he isn't 5'10", 5'9", or whatever with 99 agility. Even though it would be an insane card, it's kind of going to take away from what this card is. 94 acceleration, fantastic. Bit of a differential there with the 87 sprint speed, unfortunately. You can't have it all, you know, so it's a fair trade-off for what you get. 98 finishing, 99 positioning, really good shot power, decent long shots, nothing amazing, but still can score them quite easily. Very high volleys and penalties. His passing is outrageous. A lot of people might be tempted to play him as a cam. I wouldn't. I'll talk you through why in a second. Great physicals, really good dribbling across the board with 3 99s and a 98. And of course he has 89 agility and 80 balance. The balance isn't the problem. The agility, I suppose, would be what would be considered as a problem. He scores so many goals in the games that I play. I've left out a lot of the goals because honestly, it's just goal, 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 goal. With some players, you sit here and you're like, right, well, rather I sit here and I'm like, right, he's good at doing this, he's good at doing this, but this is the issue. And then other players, look, he can score these type of goals, but then he misses these types, or maybe I chose the wrong shot type here, but in general, you will miss this amount. You know, this is going to be a problem for you. The issue with Benzema is that there is not really an issue, and I know that sounds stupid, but when it comes to player reviews, I kind of need there to be something wrong with a player so that we can focus on why this player isn't perfect. With Benzema, there isn't that much to talk about in the way of a negative. So when we pick up on that, the mobility, I guess, and I'm saying that because I'm trying to play devil's advocate, because there really isn't anything worth mentioning here. There's nothing for me to pick up on that would put you off the card. His composure is outrageous. He is one of the most composed strikers I have ever used in a FIFA. He misses the odd chance, but honestly, that's just FIFA. It's nothing like... Well, I mean, if I was to go into a game and use any of my main strikers, I wouldn't have the audacity to do some of the things I'm doing. That 90 Mbappe that my opponent has used to score against me, for example, is a player that I would probably use fairly regularly, or have used fairly regularly up until now. And he's very good, obviously, but he does have the odd issue here or there, especially when it comes to finishing and composure. And it's the same with even like the base card Ronaldo or even 94 in form Messi. They all have their sort of moments in front of goal or on the ball where they don't react quick enough and they don't take the right shot type and all the rest of it. Benzema can dink the ball over any goalkeeper, no matter if they're on the line, off the line, doesn't matter. He can round the goalkeeper. He can score goals from distance. He can score goals from short range. That there, on his weaker foot, is quite literally the only shot that he misses. The amount of times I've dinked the keeper, by the way, is unreal. I don't lob the goalkeeper very often at all. I'm not very good at doing it. I don't have players that I feel that confident doing it with. And I have some really nice players in my club. And I get to use some really good cards. And, I'm sure they can do it, but I don't have the confidence for them to do it every single time. Benzema didn't miss one chip. Not once did I attempt the chip and it didn't go in. I know a lot of people will say, oh, the chips are broken. They're not as broken as they were at the beginning of the game. Very beginning of the game, you could quite literally dink it up to yourself and then lob the goalkeeper. It's not as easy to do these days, and they have kind of fixed it. So the fact that he can still do that sort of thing is very impressive. There is nothing that I don't like about the card. The agility and the balance, maybe the high attacking work rate. If I was sat here and I was forcing myself to find something to sort of pick on, it would be those three. But in all honesty, it's not really that much of an issue at all. The reason he doesn't have like 100 out of 100 is because I will probably always take someone like Ronaldo over Benzema. Not necessarily because Ronaldo's better than Benzema, like the base card, or any other card for that matter, like, you know, Mbappe or whatever. It's just that they fit the game better. And that's obviously part of the problem with FIFA in general, really, that you can use players that are really, like, considerably lower rated than Benzema, that are better than him. It's just the way that they fit the game, and the way that this game is, cards that suit a certain agenda are always going to be better, or certain criteria. So that's the problem with this game, and that's the problem, and that's the reason why Benzema isn't 100 rated overall. But in all honesty, 600k for this card, it is 100% an endgame card. It's not your most orthodox player because of his mobility and such, but he is still a very, very good card that I would 100% recommend if you're on the market for a brand new striker. A lot of fun, very composed, can score goals from every angle, every shot type. Just, wow. I would, I'd definitely recommend it, especially if you're a Real Madrid fan. That is honestly a must. If you have enjoyed this play review, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and until the next time, goodbye.